Hey up viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to Sir You're Being Hunted. This is episode 415. We're here of course with our terrain experiment, our second attempt that is. Now we've got two more islands that need clearing, the north and the west. We're just going to pick one at random and we're going to head westward and we're going to see if there's anything, well, if there's any strange terrain generations over in that direction. So far we've been quite lucky. We haven't had anything weird. I mean, we've had some pretty dramatic and strange terrain. Well, not necessarily strange, but certainly quite dramatic, that is. And, that's to be expected. We've had dramatic terrain before with this generator. But, in the meantime, it's always interesting just to experiment with it and see what sort of things you can actually produce. Now, as we head over here, just got to wait to see if this jetty thing actually, well, the symbol that is, see if it appears on the old radar and all that. And whilst I'm at it, I'll just check a couple of back doors in case there's anything we can take with us, which I don't think, no, there won't be. I mean, we've got a couple of bottles. Ideally, if we could find them, we should get some alarm clocks as well, or some toy trains. Basically stuff that we can use as a static distraction item. Okay, right. I see one little symbol that's appeared for a jetty on the compass at the moment, but I don't know. That might be the south one, I'm not sure. Okay, so we go over here, go past these slag heaps. Ah, right, there's another thing that's appeared on the compass now. So if we go this way, we might be doing alright. I mean, I did just see it a moment ago. Was it? There it is. Right, it's come back into view. So this should be one of the ones that we're looking for, in essence. So we get ourselves over there. We'll get cracking on as usual. Because we're actually doing quite well here, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? Not doing too badly. But hopefully I won't have just jinxed myself. Because that is always something that happens. I say how well I'm doing and then I end up doing absolutely shit. As I end up making elementary mistakes and all that. People would think that having played Sir for so long that I'd now be an expert. I'd be an awesome player. And I have picked up a few things about how the game works in all the time I've been playing it, but I do not profess to be a pro gamer. Absolutely not. Never. There are times when you'd think I'm an amateur and I'm completely new to the game, even though I'm not. Alright, let's have a jump cut here whilst I head over to the next island. Now, something I do want to actually mention whilst we're doing this episode, make this a kind of topic of conversation probably. Actually, I always sort of check through comments people are leaving on the videos, even if I don't necessarily always respond to them. But there was an interesting comment left not too long ago. I think it was by Brandon Peters. Was it Brandon Peters who left this one? I think it might have been. Who mentioned actually a franchise of games, which would be interesting to see me play apparently on the channel. And when this franchise of games was actually mentioned, I sort of thought to myself, yeah, actually, that would be kind of interesting to potentially do. And the franchise in question was Age of Empires. Now, Age of Empires, of course, is a classic RTS franchise. It's been going a hell of a long time, over 20 years. And I always remember as a kid playing Age of Empires games. And I always remember the first Age of Empires game I ever played was AoE 2, The Age of Kings. And of course that's kind of one of the classics. I think that's probably the most popular AoE game actually out there, which is understandable because the thing is, AoE 1, was set during the sort of ancient, the era of kind of ancient civilizations like Greece, Rome, Egypt, and many others. Babylon, Sumer, etc., etc. And so, they had a lot of interesting stuff in that first game, but I think AoE 2 was kind of unique in that, it took things into the medieval era, so from the sort of like the Dark Ages through to the medieval, and then the beginnings of, European colonialism. And what was just kind of interesting about AoE 2 compared to AoE 1 was that AoE 2, first introduced the kind of idea of unique units for civilizations, I do believe, because I don't recall that being a thing in AoE 1. Now, AoE 1 was good, don't get me wrong, it was fun. But AoE 2, I think, first brought in unique units, and AoE 2 does just, help to kind of make some of its civilizations feel a bit distinct, or at least a bit more distinct compared to each other. which was good, you know. And then, of course, you had AoE 3, which took that aspect of things like unique units and kind of making the civilizations distinct from one another and kind of cranked that up even further. So now you had civilizations which didn't just have singular unique units, they had multiple ones and things like multiple abilities, multiple advantages and disadvantages. AoE 3 obviously had the home city feature to it to add another dimension to the gameplay. And the thing is, you know, I've said this before, but of all the AoE games, AoE 3 is my personal favourite, just because of the time period that it's set in. So sort of the European discovery of the New World onwards to about sort of the mid-19th century. That's roughly the sort of time period it covers across both the base game and the expansion packs, basically the War Chiefs and the Asian dynasties. But of course the thing is, if you look on Steam, there's actually the definitive editions of all three mainline Age of Empires games, which basically feature things like remastered graphics, and they also feature lots of new additions in terms of new civilizations, new units, things like that. And so I was looking at them online, and you know, I'm definitely tempted to try and get my hands on them, because I think they'd be pretty good. Definitely AoE 2, the definitive edition, I'd love to get my hands on that, because apparently the sort of base definitive edition of the game, it includes the Conqueror's expansion pack, and it includes some new civilizations, I think, by default. And on top of that, there's then tons of kind of DLC for it. So there's like the Dawn of the Dukes, which has come out in August, which adds a couple of Eastern European civilizations, the Bohemians and the Poles. There's also, I think, it's either called the African. I think there's one that. No, actually, not the African ones. No, it gets a bit confusing because I was looking on Steam, and technically there's sort of. I think for AoE 2 and AoE 3, there's like a couple of versions available on Steam. There's the definitive edition, which is the most up to date, but there's also another alternative version of AoE 2 and AoE 3 that you can get on Steam as well, which have different DLCs. So, like I say, it gets a bit confusing, but yeah. So I think the AoE 2 definitive edition, there's the Dawn of the Dukes DLC, which adds Bohemians and Poles as civilizations, and I think there's one Lords of the West, which I think adds the Burgundians and the Sicilians, I believe. But the other version of AoE 2 that's available on Steam, I think, adds like a African Kingdoms DLC and a Southeast Asian Civilizations DLC, both of which do look pretty good. But part of me wonders if the DLCs for the alternate versions of the games will also be made available for the definitive editions. If that makes sense, it should do. But yeah, like I say, I definitely want to try and get my hands on them. And the thing is, you know, AoE 3, the definitive edition, has, by default, it comes with the War Chiefs and the Asian Dynasties expansion packs included. And then, of course, there's lots of DLCs. And on top of that, the base definitive edition game also has two new civilizations of its own, I believe, the Swedes and the Inca. So they should be quite good. And then, like I say, there's the various DLCs for AoE 3, including one that adds African Kingdoms. So, yeah, I definitely want to get my hands on them. I think the African Kingdoms for AoE 3's definitive edition DLC are the Hausa and the Ethiopians. Oh, man. But, you know, AoE 3, I just liked AoE 3 a lot. Because the thing is, like I say, it wasn't the first Age of Empires game that I played, but it was just the one that really kind of chimed with me because of the historical time periods it spanned. And I also just liked these civilizations. I just liked the fact it was kind of gunpowder age warfare. But you can just get big, long phalanxes of musketeers and cannons and whatever else have you. And just get them all to fight one another. The fucking poacher's coming after me. He doesn't like to hear about Age of Empires, apparently. He's a bit of a biatch. Okay, has he lost sight? I think he probably has. Alright, this wisp is going over in this direction. I hear a dog somewhere, though. Are we approaching the final device piece? Oh, there's a couple of guys probably stuck on the hillside down there, aren't they? Where did that wisp go? Shit, I completely lost sight of it. Oh, there it is. Right, just follow... Oh no, wait a minute, what's that over there? Oh, that's a building. It's a shed that's generated on quite a steep slope. as is wont to happen. They're all wandering around over there. Oh shit, no you don't. Right, is the final device piece somewhere around here? Oh god, there was a friggin' rider over there. Shit. This is risky. Oh, don't send the birds. Don't try to attract them to my position, thank you very much. Right, it appears we need to get up on top of that crag, possibly. It looks like that is indeed where the friggin' wisps are going. They're going up there. There's got to be an alternate path up there that takes us past all the robots. I'd hope, anyway. If we can loot round here. Just watch out for them. Okay. Now the wisp's coming off of this side. Actually, maybe it's not up there, but maybe it's off in this direction. Just keep following this thing. It'll eventually lead us where we need to be. Yeah, I've already exhausted my topic, it seems, talking about Age of Empires. Well, never mind. Enough said about that, the better. Having said that, though, I did once do a couple of episodes of Age of Empires 3 here on the channel, back as part of my strategic campaign, I think the original series. Yeah, I think I did 2 videos on it, just as kind of, you know, highlighting an old favourite game of mine. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll go back and maybe do some bigger series on Age of Empires games. Because Lord knows, it would probably be quite good, wouldn't it? Oh, damn, where's this final device piece? This wisp is just taking me on a right friggin' merry jolly around the island, isn't it? There's another one down there. Well, maybe we can go and catch up with that one. And see where that one's leading. Probably somewhere good. Hello? Where are you going? Yeah, there's another one behind there? Where the hell are you? Oh, it's over there. I see. I was thinking I was about to ask, where the heck am I being taken here? But now I see. Shut up there, Squire Boy. Is anyone guarding that? There is someone guarding that. There's 2 of them, in fact. Well, hang on. I've got an idea here. Maybe we can... Nope. Right, you guys go over there. Towards that. Because you guys... Oh, you're going to attack the Squire, are you? They are. Okay. Well, that's good. They can shoot him. Ah, I see. Now they're having a fight. And whilst they're doing that, I can just swoop in and take this thing. Okay, that was actually quite a good move on my part, it seems. Unintentional win and all that, right. So whilst they're fighting, we're just going to get the fuck out. That's what we're going to do. Did they kill the Squire already? Because they got shotguns, they could probably take him out fairly quick. But I don't see him, I don't hear him either, the old Squire Boy. I think they may have killed him. Alright. Well, there's another one over here, but that's not the one we're concerned about, is it? Hello? Nah. I'll probably check a few doors, actually, just before I head on. Hopefully old Squire, me old fella, doesn't come round that corner, which he's doing right now. Stay around here where he can't see me. Can't see him as I raid these buildings. Okay, just up and over here past this tower. Over the hills. Over the hills and far away. Okay. Right. Man. You know, I'm having a bit of a nostalgic trip in my mind here, thinking about AoE 2. When I was a kid, and playing the campaigns in Age of Kings, like the Joan of Arc campaign, do you remember that one? Anyone who played AoE 2? Was it in the Conquerors expansion where it had a campaign for Attila the Hun? I think it was, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure there was a campaign for Genghis Khan in AoE 2. Holy shit, this is actually tempting me to actually get it and replay some of these classic campaigns. One thing I will say though, when I was a kid with AoE 2, I don't think I ever actually beat any of the actual battles or campaigns legit. I always think I used to play around with the cheat codes a bit. I remember there was a cheat code in AoE 2 where you could spawn like a blue sports car with machine guns on it. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. I'm pretty sure in AoE 1 there was a cheat code that gives you a car with a rocket launcher on it. I think actually there were cheat codes in AoE 1 as well where you could spawn in these like little sci-fi troopers with laser guns. And then AoE 3, I think there was a cheat code that spawns in a monster truck that basically just crushes everything underneath its wheels. Yeah, and as a kid, you know, sometimes it was just fun playing with the cheat codes and eviscerating everything. But yeah, as an adult, I'd like to go back to the games and actually probably retry them, play them legit and all that. Or maybe just play some skirmish maps. That too would probably be quite good, wouldn't it? Oh man, yeah, I'm tempted to get them now. Also tempts me just to find out what those cheat codes were, and then maybe just play around with those as well. But nah, let's not cheat. Let's do things as, you know, as God intended them. Because God is definitely responsible for the development of video games and all that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Now we'll play them legit. Oh man. Yeah, it could probably be good. Yeah, I'd probably pick up the definitive editions of the games. Because they're the most up-to-date and they have like the remastered graphics and whatever else have you, plus tons of new content added to them. Yeah, I think that's the plan that's forming in my head, ladies and gentlemen. At least, certainly sounds like it. Okay, we just need to get back to the standing stones now and deposit... Oh god. Deposit these device pieces. Just should have checked really, there's not a scarecrow in this field. Which I don't think there is. Thank god. Bloody hell. It's got to sneak through the village. The standing stones are off over there. I can see them. Oh boy. Don't kill me. God, look at this fucking road, though. Spawned in a weird shape. And here's that trench. Yep, we're here. Ah. Yep, you can't deny we did get some interesting terrain generations on this map, didn't we? We haven't had any impassable ones, but, you know, that's fine. Okay, so we... Oh god. Fucking riders. I should keep an eye on him. Oh god, where are you going to go? Alright, well, I'll tell you what. Hold on, let me just do this. I should also crouch to make myself less visible. Alright, save the game. Okay, time to wrap up. So, yes, Facebook to the links down below, along with the link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Whoa, fucking rabbit. Subscribe and all that jazz, you know, as usual. And in the next episode, we'll head on over to the North Island, and hopefully we'll get this here map completed, and I'll drink that stout whilst I'm at it. And hopefully the landowner doesn't creep up on me at this moment. Goodbye, everybody. Did that? That didn't do shit. What the hell? Oh, come on. Come on, come on. There it is. Right. Release. Release! Oh, fuck, I need to switch out, of course. Oh, I fucking didn't unlock my bombs because I'm a bloody idiot. Okay. Right, let's get some distance. Let's get some distance. Maybe we come at it sideways towards that bridge and get a more direct hit on it. That's what I'm thinking. And turn us around. Here we go. Let's bank. Banking around for another run. Come on. Right, turn it, and down we go. Okay, here we go. Coming straight in. Coming in hot. God, the fucking AA guns, though. You lose so much health, don't you? Good. Fucking aim for it like that.